hands today if you have not. Okay? I told you that today I wrote the morning message on the board and I added a little bit of information. Okay? In November, we talked about how we were getting ready to vote for our new president. So I wanted to tell you, give you a little bit of history, that Friday, last Friday, was the inauguration day, which means that all of the people of America voted and they voted for Donald Trump. And on January 20th, I believe, which was last Friday, he officially became our new president. So look at the board. The morning message says, part of the president's job is to make our world a better place. And then underlined in red, it says, as a third grader at C.B. Smith, what will you do to make our world a better place to live? Now, we've talked about a lot of things lately, and I'm excited to hear what you have to say. Okay, but before we share, I need everybody to put their notebooks down. I need you to quietly stand up. We're going to do our minute to win it. As we are standing up, boys and girls, let's remember what makes a good greeting. Who can tell me? What are some things that makes a good greeting? Zep.
Shake their hand nicely and do eye contact.
Shaking someone's hand nicely and giving eye contact. Sure. What else makes a good greeting on this Monday morning? Ava?
Smiling.
Oh, smiling, a friendly smile. What else makes a good greeting? Brooklyn?
Maybe, let's say some people just want to get over it and you just don't run up and say, oh, I just run over.
Right, so we should be walking. Absolutely, totally agree. All right, now I want you to wow me. Are we ready? Go.
Morning, morning,
Morning, Johnny. Good morning, Eva. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning.
Good morning, Brooklyn. Oh, you want a good morning again? Good morning.
Got me.
Good to see you this morning. All right, find your spots. Find your spots. I see a couple of boys across the circle that look like they're ready to share what they wrote. I'm really interested. And when I ask this question, I don't want to know, like, if you were president, what would you do? I want to know just if you're yourself. Like, what can Mrs. Ippy do to make this world a better place? What can Keegan do to make this world a better place? What can Eli do, right? So I want to know what you wrote. What did you write about? Who wants to share first? Eli.
What I would do is clean up the parks and throw all the stuff people littered outside in the garbage.
Oh,
Recycling.
I think that's a wonderful idea. Cleaning up after yourself and cleaning up after others. Keeping our earth a green place to be. Sure. Calling a friend, Eli?
I will make America great again by having me make a company for those who don't have places to live and things to wear, eat, and sleep and buy.
Okay.
I
So
will
thinking
make
about
America great again.
so thinking about others.
That's what I wrote.
Ty, when you came up to me this morning, you said something about when you were writing your morning message. Who were you thinking about when you were writing it?
Martin Luther King.
He was thinking about Martin Luther King Jr. What made you think of Martin Luther King Jr.?
Because probably back in the day when Martin Luther King was around, the blacks probably didn't have things to probably have nice clothes to wear.
So you're thinking about everybody, not just
Yeah.
a few people. You're thinking about everybody to make this world a better place. Sure. Who else wants to share? Jackson, put it away.
I got a couple of examples. So I would have a lot of people to help clean around the United States
Okay.
From Madison Wooten, the next president.
Did everybody hear what Maddie said? Could you hear the last part of what she said? Should she repeat it maybe?
I know.
Okay, could you repeat it one more time a little bit louder?
And villains get arrested right away.
Okay. So she's thinking about, you know,
I have a question.
not necessarily bad guys, but people that aren't doing the right thing, right? Now, I'm noticing that some of us are answering this as if we are the president, which is great, right? But let's think about it just as us, just as third graders. What can we do as third graders to make the world a better place to live? Okay.
How would you find the village? Would you make like your own SWAT team or something? I already have a bunch of people that are helping cleaning, so I could probably they could help you arrest them.
Okay. But can we think about as third graders? What can we just do as third graders that are going to C.B. Smith right now?
Oh, I know.
We're not the president. We don't have any special powers, right? We're just ordinary third graders. What can we do?
I know.
Braxton?
Down to school, we could clean up messes that people outside of the outside do to on purpose because they think it's okay. And we could clean it up. I didn't have an idea of saying people that arrested.
Okay, can we come back to that idea in just a little bit? Because I want to talk about just ordinary third graders. Braxton says we could clean up. Absolutely, we could clean up. We could clean up the school. Like Eli said, we could clean up parks or outside. What else could we do other than cleaning, just as normal third graders, to make the world a better place? Nico?
We could let other countries come to America to like see how we do things rather than doing it how they do it in their country, and then they can learn from us how to do something in their country, and they can go back to their country and teach everyone how to do it,
Ooh,
and everyone would have freedom.
I like that thought. I like that thought. Now that kind of still makes me think of the point of view of a president, right? Because in order to do that, you'd have to be president. But taking Nico's idea as a third grader, what could you do to make this world a better place? Thinking about what Nico just said, right? But just being an ordinary third grader. Trenton?
You could recycle paper because today I just found out they make boxes out of paper and they're cutting down more and more trees for the paper.
Oh, you
That's
could
destroying
recycle paper.
animals' homes.
I love that idea. We do that every day here, right? We definitely recycle paper. Sure. What else could we do?
So that's
What else could we do? Kinsey?
We can like the trees in the park. When we go to the park, we can like if someone's like having a bonfire, they like take the wood from the tree. Like you could probably like stop them or something.
Okay. So making sure that everybody knows how we feel about things. That's kind of what I'm thinking about that. I have a thought, but I don't want to say it yet because I wonder if somebody else is thinking it out there. How can we make this world a better place just by being who we are? Jeremy?
This one was like kind of like I think it was something like Charles Learning was, but one of you said that if you do little things for people, it'll spread and other people will start doing nice things.
Oh, did everybody hear what Jeremy said? Who can repeat what he said? What did he say back there? He brought up a really great point. Maddie, what did he say?
Could you please repeat?
That if you do like little jobs for people, then other people will start
Eli.
spreading. Other people will start caring about other people that need help.
I couldn't hear.
You had a little bit of trouble hearing what he was saying. I'll revoice what Jeremy was saying. Is that okay, Jeremy? Yeah, he's saying that if you start to do nice things for other people, then that's going to spread, right? And it's going to want to make other people do nice things too. So a thought, and I want to share my thought, kind of going along with what Jeremy was saying, right? My thought was thinking about us as third graders, right? What's that word we learned about when you think about how other people are feeling and you take into account how others are feeling? What's that word that we learned that means that? Eli? Empathy, right? Having empathy. So I'm thinking that if more of us as third graders had empathy, Cheyenne, and we're thinking about how others were feeling, do you think that that could make this world a better place?
Yes.
Sure. Sure, because if I'm thinking about how other people are feeling, that means that I care about other people, right? And I'm making it a better place to live, in my opinion. Ty, did you have a thought you wanted to add on?
And when you were talking about what was it? I think so earlier what were you talking about in the beginning, like before Jeremy answered your question?
We were talking about, well, Trenton mentioned recycling and cleaning up after yourselves.
I would also, as a kid, I would save up my money and buy just random clothes and then just give them to people that don't have stuff to wear.
Oh, giving to other people? That makes this world a better place? Absolutely. Cleaning up after yourself, having empathy for others, giving to other people. All of those things, boys and girls, are things that you can do as a third grader to make this world a better place to live. Zeb